Something moved on me. Oh well. Whatevs. I think we're good. Hello, everyone. I've decided if I'm on days I'm going to stream, which I hope is going to be more often, I'll only start streaming after 12 o'clock. Just for personal reasons, and streaming in the morning just sounds awful. Even though I'm wide awake by the time I'm at my computer, especially on Wednesdays, it's just I've got other things to do. Important things. Like watch Bad Batch. No spoilers to anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but I will say, I did really enjoy this episode. For different reasons that I enjoyed last week's episode, because I'm a crosshair whore. But yeah, ooh, sorry. Good all the same. So I'm moving my mic because I feel like it was up against. Was it good? Yeah, okay. No, it's too wide. There we go. So how's everyone else's Wednesday going? It's getting really warm at my place, which I don't mind. Honestly, I'm kind of ready for spring, but that's only because I want to get a jump start on all the yard work and the garden. Because as much as a pain in the ass as trying to run a family garden is, it's very fulfilling work. And it's just it's a scheduled chore that I really like doing. Because once you get into the groove of gardening, like once everything's planted and you got a water system going, you can really just do it on autopilot. And that just gives me time to just be outside and enjoy working the earth. I also noticed that a lot of our trees didn't fare quite well this winter, so getting a head start on cleaning all that up. That hair is totally wrong. Oh, spoilers, I guess, for future pages. Hold up, let me fix that. There we go. On future pages for my fan comic, Path to Brighter Stars, but if you can't see the dialogue, I won't give anything away. But I mean, it kind of will. And this is I'm so far ahead. This page is 76. I just posted 71 today. So, yeah, by the time 76 rolls around, y'all are probably going to forget about this stream. Unless you guys do that thing that I do, where I'll just create a playlist of all the live streams in chronological order and just binge. Because I need something in the background. That's what I did for Farfetched recently. Just to catch up on lore and behind the scenes and stuff, because I feel like I saw the teaser when it first came out and thought, that's cool, and then immediately forgot about it. So I remember when the Hell Puppy proof of concept first came out, but then it's like, oh yeah, this is a thing. Then on Twitter they hosted an OC week, and I said, okay, fine, I guess I'll look back into the series and participate. And it was really fun. It was really fun. And now I have a new character that may or may not be recycled into another project or redesigned when the show actually comes out, because I hate creating OCs for a show that isn't out, because when I create OCs, I try to be as faithful to the lore of the show as possible. But if I don't know how certain lore aspects work in a show, I'm going to be very hesitant to even try. Because somehow I landed on making a vampire OC for Farfetch'd, because vampires exist in Farfetch'd. But I didn't know how their version of vampires worked. So it was just a lot of guessing that I'm going to feel so embarrassed about when the show finally comes out and go, oh, that's not their lore at all. Shit. Oh well. C'est la vie. Which is also why I was so baffled by people making all these has-been hotel OCs, because I don't know how the demon lore works. Or like certain design keys, which is why I waited, come on, a good, what episode was that? How far into the show were we? I waited till the episode with Stryker for Hell of a Boss to even consider designing an OC, because that's when we meet Millie's family, and they said, oh yeah, the imp's horns kind of define what gender they were born as, because they have sexual dimorphism and whatnot. So I thought, oh, okay, that's cool. So then I ran with that. See, once I understand the lore of a franchise, then I will consider writing an OC, because the joy for me for making fan characters is making a character that I still enjoy, but could conceivably work in the world of whatever franchise it is. Which is why, with this comic, I didn't even think about OCs and making my own stories until, well, I technically had a Sona. No, it was already out by then. Okay. I technically had a Sona when I was reading Omen of the Stars, but that was just fun stuff in my head. And I was trying to do, like, Cat Tube, Warrior Cats YouTube, which didn't pan out well. You can't find the videos. They are gone. I have yeeted them from existence. They're lost forever. Anyway, I only started considering writing this story when A Vision of Shadows came out, and it was really the second book, and I can pinpoint exactly, I remember exactly where I was and what, the exact page when I threw down the book. It was the second book of Vision of Shadows. I don't remember what it was called. Like, I don't know. It was that exact book and that exact, I can remember it. It's when Shadow Clan is invaded by rogues. They're taken over. The clan splits because the actual adults don't want to leave their children behind, while the children are being dumb, edgy teens. And Shadow Clan goes to a gathering and says, yeah, shit kind of hit the fan at our place. And none of the clans, like, if Firestar was still alive, he would not have stood for that for 1 second. It would never have happened under Blackstar's watch. He would have organized a raiding party and immediately stormed Shadow Clan base to the Shadow Clan camp to get his damn clan back. Like, it's like, oh, we can't fight the rogues because we don't want to risk hurting, Violet Paw because she's probably a part of this prophecy that might not even be a prophecy because we don't actually understand what it is because it's purposefully vague and we only think they're part of this prophecy because they were found in a dark place because the prophecy was embrace what you find in the shadows. And I'm like, what? There's 3 clans and like 20 rogues. We could totally sweep through and take care of this immediately. So I just got so fucking pissed. I created 8 whole ass OCs that just said, fuck you, we're leaving. And that, literally, this warrior's journey in this story is my journey through the fandom. This was my exit. I think I drew his neck too long. Yeah, hold on. So yeah, in a earlier page when they were talking about why they left the lake, that was kind of me explaining why I kind of, air quotes, left the Warriors fandom. I left the main series, like the books that were coming out, I just did not enjoy. Omen of the Stars, it didn't break me. No, because Vision of Shadows broke me. I threw down the book and quit. I didn't even finish the book. And I was curious and I checked back on the reviews, like everyone else doing book reviews of it, and everyone was loving it. Everyone was loving the book, and everyone was loving Needletail, a character I just hated her. Yeah?
There's a truck out there.
Oh?
It's too early for it to be the neighbors.
Is it in the driveway?
Yeah, it's where they would be. So I don't... You can hear them. They have the radio on. Maybe.
Is it like a half day?
That's what I was thinking. And that could be why Mom's going to... I don't know. See, you can't hear it in here, but if you go out into my room and in the hall...
Wait, they're leaving.
Oh, okay. Maybe they just pulled in and to take a phone call or something.
There's a turnout right there that didn't have to be in our freaking driveway.
I don't know if they were in the... I couldn't tell. They were in front of the mailbox. I just saw
I already got the mail, so don't worry about thievery.
I saw a white truck, so I was just like, it's too early for the neighbors.
Yeah, it was a cover back because it looked like a big van when it drove by.
Oh, okay. I just saw the front of it.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah.
Okay, well they're gone.
Yeah, okay. Also, around like 9 at night, there's always a car that pulls up right, like my room is here, and they pull up like right there, and they're blasting music every night.
At 9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock. 8 to 9.
It's funny because I'm always in my room, which is close to the road as well. I don't hear a damn thing.
Yeah, and like I said, I heard their radio. I was listening to, I could hear you and the radio, and I was like, oh, hell.
It's funny because I'm closer to them and I couldn't hear a damn thing.
And standing in the room when I was there, I couldn't hear it either. I only kind of heard it when I was outside. I could really hear it in my room. I don't know what's up with my room, but it catches sound. Like
maybe it's because your room was supposed to be the master bedroom.
Maybe
the soundproofing.
The way it's more open or something.
The
Sound
bigger
travels in it more.
windows.
Also, I think
That and you are closer to the door, and the door might. I don't know.
my vent is also like completely connected throughout the vent in my room goes all the way through.
Yeah, so
That could be why I hear things more because of the vents.
it's probably why you're in my room. It's like, can you turn down your music? And I'm sitting there like it's barely playing.
And I'm like, it's like
Turn down your metal.
I hear everything in my room.
You'd think bathrooms would be soundproof, but no, those bastards echo. Of all the rooms in the house, you would want the master bedroom and the bathrooms to be more soundproof.
I do get why the master bedroom would be one that you would be able to hear everything. It's like if I'm in my room, you can't hear what I'm doing.
I mean, if you're listening to something and I'm standing in the living room, I can kind of. That shin is wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you were watching something, and I was leaving the living room, and I could still hear it in my room. I couldn't hear it in the kitchen, but I could hear it in my room.
I think it's the vent just goes straight through.
I think it's the vent. Because when the kittens got trapped in the vents, I thought they were in my room.
Yeah.
But they were actually in the hallway.
That was...
Yeah.
That was a stress.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
We got Sakura out easy, but Vipto was stuck in there.
Oh, no, a tangent.
Oh.
A tangent.
Oh, no.
An intersecting line.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Were you recording, or...?
I'm streaming right now.
Oh. Well, sorry for the interruption, but...
No. I'm just bitching about the Warrior series.
Yeah. Well, I heard some of what you were saying, but then I focused on the car. Anyway, I go now.
You didn't read Vision of Shadows, did you?
No, I stopped after,
The one with Dovewain?
I stopped before that. I stopped right when they got to the place. I stopped right before Gray Stripe got there, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you stopped when they got to the lake?
That's when I stopped.
That's the middle of New Prophecy.
Yeah, around there. I might have finished New Prophecy. I don't remember if I did.
I think you started reading this Power of 3.
I have one of the Power of 3 books.
Yeah.
I started reading it. I have like the third or the second one. But I don't have the first one.
You have The Sight and Dark River, which is the third one.
But I just I'm not a fan of those ones. I like the first one.
Well, yeah, the first series, The Adventure Begins or something like that.
I like the first series, and then all of the special edition extras, they're all from like that comic.
Well, yeah, it's because it's the OGs.
Yeah. So I like reading those, and then of course the mangas. But I haven't read past.
Yeah. Well, I liked New Prophecy. I didn't hate it. Yeah. I did like Power of 3. I enjoyed Power of 3. A lot of people had a problem with it, but then everyone was like loving Power of 3, and I'm sitting there like, this is not Power of 3, Omen of the Stars, and I'm like,
What was Omen of the Stars about?
Ivy Paw and Dove Paw. Yeah.
I haven't read the books, but I know of them, and I do not like either of those characters.
You know what? When I was reading it, though, I was a different person, so I feel like I should try and reread some of the old stories.
I tried and reread the first 6, and I'm just sitting here reading this, and I'm like, I remember this being way more exciting, so I'm just reading it, and I'm just...
Yeah.
I remember it being like intense and action packed, and I'm reading it now and it's really slow. Anyway, I left my computer on.
Yeah. That's a different leg, so we'll just forgive that. So, yeah. What was I talking about prior? Oh yeah, I was bitching about Vision of Shadows. So, I don't remember how I actually created and conceptualized all these characters. I do have their original designs, and I think what I was doing, I was just redrawing my main OC, Hawk Fang, who, yes, started out as a self insert, shush, and Ivy Whisper, his. Bless you! Ivy Whisper, I got the name because when the Warrior website popped up, you get a government issued Warrior name when you first log in. And the first one I got was Ivy Whisper, so I designed a character based on that, yeah?
This knee so hurt the eggshell tower fell. Anyway.
Well, when were you gonna make muffins?
I don't know.
I mean, it's 1:45.
I'm still working on Phantom, and I really want to get him done.
Okay.
I'm almost done with him. So we're on like I don't know 3 maybe.
Yeah, don't push yourself.
Yeah. If I don't get it done today, that'll be the first thing I do tomorrow.
All right.
Because I've been trying to get Phantom done this entire time.
Oh, could you do me a favor though and just wipe off the stove?
Oh yeah.
And the counter, so that when I get ready for dinner, it's just all cleared off.
Yeah.
Or you could do that, or just put away the clean dishes. Yeah, either or both, whatever. Thanks.
Yeah.
See, in this family, we share chores. I should probably change my streaming days to like Monday, Tuesday ish because I don't do the dishes those days. But I don't know, it's just something about Wednesday and Thursday feels creatively charged to me, and it's probably because it's nearing the end of the week and it's more like crunch time. You get it down, get it done now, or have to wait till next week because Friday is the day off. That's when I clean house. Saturday I do no conventional work because Shabbat. Sunday is yard work day and kind of more like family day. So yeah. And then Monday sucks. Even if I start work Sunday, like if I start work Sunday evening, Sunday night, Monday still feels like, man, gotta get back into the groove of things type BS. Oh, I haven't done that yet. Well, I can do that soon. You know what? I should probably do that first, actually. Alright, no one tell anything about. No one say anything about the dialogue. It's spoilers. Shh. And of course, yeah, Wednesday is Bad Batch Day. It used to be Friday. Oh, that was perfect. Oh, that wasn't good. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my pen caught on my tablet. I have the scratch guard, so my tablet should be fine, but I think I need to change out the nib on my pen. It has turned into a chisel, but I really don't want to just throw it away. I think I just need to hold it differently. All right. And what's the stream strength at? Okay, we do. So yeah, the behind the scenes for Path to Brighter Stars. I created it out of a rage quit for Vision of Shadows. But also, I kind of wanted it to be my sort of not a farewell because I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving the Warriors fandom. I'm just not reading any of the new books because they just haven't done anything for me. Congrats to the people who can. It's just you kind of broke my heart over this one. This I knew my love of the fandom was probably gonna deteriorate when I was reading Bramble Star Storm, and they said Black Star died. I I did not take that well. It was like, oh yeah, Rowan Claw or whatever is gonna be his deputy, and I'm just, oh no. I didn't hate the guy. It's just Tawny Pelt, in my opinion, would have been a better leader. And I think everyone kind of agrees. Like, Scrollflight would be a better leader than Bramblestar. I don't know if she currently is the leader of ThunderClan, but all I know is that Bramblestar can suck a dick. So anyway, in happy news, I'm really enjoying this comic. And I'm glad a lot of people on DeviantArt are as well. Insert plug to my DeviantArt. I just hit 200 followers, which I will be doing something as like a hooray for 200 followers. It's just I had some things I needed to take care of first. Because I think what I'm going to do to celebrate every 100 mark of followers, I was going to do like sketch requests. But that's a lot of work, and that'll just fill up my feed. And I did ask my followers what, if they wanted to just see more Path to Brighter Stars stuff while I'm working on it, and rather than just having it mixed in between. And the people have spoken. They said they wanted Path to Brighter Stars stuff. But I know if I open up for sketch requests, that'll fill up my feed. Unless I just do a thing where I do a post and say, send in your sketch requests, I'll work on them on stream. And I'll just do all that I can get to in one go. And whatever individual sketch request they wanted, I'll either post it as a dump in a post or like do individual sketches and send them off individually. I think since it'll be just a. See, here's the thing, too. Last time I did a drawing request, and most people just said, "Can you draw my OC?" I did have to turn down one person asking for a sketch request that I was. I mean, it wasn't fetishy. It's just I felt uncomfortable with it because I'm like, because the specific request was. I don't want to out the person, but they wanted me to draw some Geronimo Stilton fan art with Geronimo and Trap as kids, but with really large feet. And I'm just, okay. And he said, not sexual. And I'm just, I am reserving my right to refuse a request. Because that is my right as an artist to just say no. Because I'm doing requests, not commissions. This is free service because I feel like, hey, yeah, y'all gonna follow me? Here's something back. And I don't know how I'm gonna do it because on YouTube I can make the chat followers only, but I don't want to force my DeviantArt crew to follow my YouTube channel, even though most of my stuff is going to be live streams. But I don't know what my followers like what their schedules are because we're not Discord buddies or anything. And they're not like patrons where I'm obligated to them. This is just a fun thing that I want to do to give back to a community. I'm drawing this eye completely wrong. There we go. But I do want to give. What I'm thinking of doing, because I really want to design OCs. Especially if my other stories pick up steam and like people want me to design creature OCs for them for another story of mine, I would definitely love to do that, but I haven't posted a lot for that other story, and what I have posted, not a lot of people are interested in learning more, which is fine. Hello. Talking about whether or not I should open up for sketch requests to celebrate 200 followers on DeviantArt. I mean, I did it for my 100, but I'm not. I really don't want to flood my DeviantArt feed with sketches, and I don't know. I was talking about just doing a stream sketches to celebrate on DeviantArt, for DeviantArt, and then just post it as a dump in a DeviantArt post, not like an actual deviation. But I'm not sure. Oh, thank you. Alright, does he have shines in his eyes here? Yes, he does. Because they're walking towards... But he's facing that away. Hang on, let's actually try to be smart about the storytelling of the eye shines and characters. There we go. Bloop, bloop. Okay, now these are background sketches, so that's going to be on a different layer and smaller line art. There. Okay. turn on the opacity on this thing. Jeez. Gotta go to sleep right now. Okay. Get your sleep. All my live streams will go live. All my live streams will be posted as videos even after I'm done. So if you want to come back and watch them later, they're in the live tab, and I also have a playlist that's all my live streams. So if you need to leave for any reason, don't feel obligated to stay. Thanks for checking in. Now, let's not do the bush right there. Let's do another tree here, because this tree in particular. Pull it back a little, and some grass. This, we'll do the oak right here. And yeah. Oh, calm down. It's just a cat. Hey, Sassy. What's up? Why are you in my office? So the oak doesn't do that. Just pull it. Yeah, right there. That's the oak here. And then there's another tree behind it. And yeah, let's continue this bush. Is this bush? This is one of the bigger bushes. One of the big bushes. You guys haven't seen the pages yet because they're not coming out until, like, let's be honest, next month. But I've really, really been loving doing the backgrounds for these other pages. Let's just fuzz out the background. That tree goes there. Another tree here. They're in the distance, so we won't see them, just be abstract shapes. And all the textures on everything I line will be in the colors. I should probably draw them first. Or should I work my way back, then forward? Or forward, then back? I don't know. When it comes to painting, you work your way back and forward because you gotta layer the paint. You don't want to overlap. But for digital art, you can do it any which way you dang well please. I think I'll do them at the same time, actually. That is not how you draw that. Sir. There. Jeez. Wait, hang on. It's actually here. Because nose is here. Wait. Wait, let's zoom out a second. Because I'll be reading it sort of, yeah, zoomed in like this. And you scroll. Okay, we can... They're not tiny, the backgrounds, so I'm not going to be doing full abstract, but more... A little more loose with the details. Nope. What do you guys struggle with most on the drawing process? I guess I struggle with the... I guess you could say I struggle with sketching more because it takes me longer. But that's just because I'm picky about how my pages are lined up. Because I don't quite yet understand comic law when it comes to layout and whatnot. But at the same time, I just want it to look good, and I am experimenting. I'm using this comic as an experimental phase for a graphic novel I'm working on, which I did a live stream. That's the wrong chin. Working on some creature design for that graphic novel. It's called The Concept Stream with the Inner Demons. It's called Dreamwalkers. And yeah, it's very much a work in progress. And it's a story I've been working on since I was 10. Funnily enough, it was the original... It originally started as a Warriors fan fiction, Warriors-esque fan fiction as well. Except I was merely using the clan structure and cats as the main characters. That was the only thing that was similar about it to Warriors. Everything else was kind of... Well, except the dead cats thing. That was kind of... That was still very much Warriors. Nope. Let's not do that. I might also work more on Dreamwalkers for on YouTube, since it is a lot of work. It's a lot. I'm still in the scripting phase, but since I'm rewriting a script, because originally it was supposed to be a novel, and then I decided, you know what, it would be better as a graphic novel anyway, since most of the narration was just describing visuals. And it just kind of felt like I was being over descriptive and whatnot. So I just decided, you know what, let's just... That is all wrong. Yeah. Hold up. How do anatomy do? Okay, that's better. Especially with his big ass tail. There we go. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Dreamwalkers. I kind of do want to make videos talking about the story, summarizing it and talking about just that's wrong too. That's why I don't stream the sketching phase. It's literally just me going, wait a minute. There we go. Let's just stick with that. Anyway, yeah, I don't stream the sketching phase. It's agony. However, when it comes to the actual drawing process of comics, it's at this point when I'm usually when I'm just lining or coloring. It doesn't take 1,000% of my concentration, so I'll have like a video playing in the background. Something I can just listen to. Usually creepypastas because I'm apparently a 12-year-old. That's wrong. Let's just... Okay, let's have that not the tree. Have this the tree, and put another bush here. And then a little tree back here. With another bush, because that's how you hide roots. And then another little tree over here. And then a hill. Also because line art is just the... It's not the easiest thing. Coloring is the easiest thing because, especially when I have set colors already done, the way I have my coloring process all set up, it's just very streamlined. And it's a lot of eyedropper tool and clipping masks. Now it's the rendering that usually takes a while for me, but it's the most fun. I have the most fun with rendering and shading and whatnot. Okay, and this side it kind of just slopes out. Okay, dunes. See, is that good? Yeah, and then I'll put mist here to cover that up. Now onto this one. I sketched all this the other night, and I got it done while listening to Ted the Caver, the internet's first creepypasta, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I think that's one of the best creepypastas I've heard in a while. Not my favorite by any stretch, but the scary parts were actually scary, intense, and very well written. The description was nice. The way it was posted, like an actual blog, was pretty par for the course for creepypastas now. So it really set the stage for the conventional internet scary stories. When actually, if you ask my opinion on the matter, the first creepypasta-esque stories ever, to my knowledge, Edgar Allan Poe. Because he wasn't writing horror novels. They were short stories that were beyond the realm of our conventional beliefs, and they were supposed to be off-putting and kind of scary. So yeah, a creepypasta by my definition. The only complaint I have um, with Ted the Caver, the story, is that we never actually hear any indication that there's a beast in the cave with them. Slight spoilers, it's been out for years. In the cave, when the stone structure rolls over and reveals a dark passage, and he swears there's something in the cave with him, we never hear any breathing or snuffling, and he never actually sees anything. Well, A, because it's pitch black, which is fine. Not seeing it is more terrifying than seeing it, but the problem is we, the audience, had no indication that there was actually anything there aside from when they had already gotten out of the cave and the rope started getting pulled. There was no like scuffling. No, like he's sitting in the cave and he hears a creature going, no, there was none of that. It was just dead silence, his own breathing, and nothing touched him that would indicate that he wasn't any real danger. Just a putrid smell and a weird glowing rune. That's not to say it wasn't scary. I was biting my nails. I had the unfortunate, I did the stupid where I was listening to it after 9 o'clock, which, call me a scaredy cat. I can't listen to scary internet stories or have the scaries when, it's night, because my overactive imagination will just drive me literally insane. Excuse me. And it's not a pretty sight. I actually work myself up into full-blown panic attacks if I let myself listen to the spooks at night. I never thought about what's actually past this coloring wise, so I think I'll just draw a mound, hill, and just like have grassy texture. There. Layout is done. Oh, oops, wait, no, it's not. Since they're far enough away from the camera, I won't worry about drawing their pupils. I'll just have it as a solid color. But I will still add their eyelashes. Because I'm an absolute weeb. But not really, because I only really like 5 anime. That's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Black Lagoon, Madoka Magica, and I mean, I like Bleach. It's got a special place in my heart because it's not the first one I watched, but it's the first one I got full ass obsessed with. So yeah, Bleach has a special place in my heart, despite it not being the best anime, but I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it, unlike a certain very popular anime, Naruto. Ugh. Sorry, I can't do it. I cannot do it. Okay. I've been drinking coffee all morning, so we're gonna take a quick BRB break to drink water, grab a snack, and use the bathroom. So. Okay, I'm back. Oh, wait, what? Wrong button. I'm sorry. All right. Back to business. Let's check. Yeah, there's a bit of a lag in that department. Okay. In the thumbnail, I said I was just going to be sketching, which I kind of count line art as the sketching phase because. Because. Sigh. Look at this sketch. Can you tell what's going on based on this sketch alone? Probably not. Funny you're wondering, hey Rune, why don't you just use the line tool when you do your comics? Well, I don't want to. I have done it for a few pages, and I just didn't like it all that much. Let's not do that. Since this is a background, I'll have to low. But it is in focus more, so let's give it a little more pulp. There we go. But in your heart, banish the hurt. There's a chance now for reversion. There's a way into the light. I will guide you back from darkness. I will bring you floating light tonight. Reversion, reversion, back to happiness, but now with you. If y'all haven't heard the Lost Narrator's version. Was it Lost Narrator? No, it was Magpie Pony. Watch Magpie Pony's lyrics and cover of the song Reversion. It's so good. Reversion is just a good song by Mew to begin with, but her cover for it and the story behind it just is so important to me. And it's important to them too, and you can tell in the lyrics and performance that it's just, yeah, it's good. So check it out. I highly recommend their cover, and I also highly recommend listening to, I think it's Mew. I watched a live stream and I didn't quite catch how he pronounced his YouTube channel, so let's just pretend I do. It's Myuu. If you've listened to a creepypasta on the internet, chances are you've heard some of his music, because he's just really good. Also, the one I think everyone has heard is his piano cover of the song Promise from Silent Hill 2. That is, it's peak piano. So I just love piano music. Anyone who doesn't like piano music, I'm like, who hurt you? Huh? Like, who who hurt you in such a way to you do not appreciate the haunting beauty of the piano? Not being a fan of certain types of music, like not being a fan of classical, that's fine. I mean, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of pop music or rap, so I mean, shrug, to each his own, but just to like hear a piano and go, ugh, this instrument, what is wrong with you? Unless you have like a legitimate, I was forced to play the piano when I was a kid, so now every time I hear it, I think about those piano lessons. That's fine. I'm not. Mm, I don't. I guess I don't feel the same way about the flute, even though I did hate playing the flute in middle school. I hated playing the flute because I can't read music, and our school, despite having a small school, the teacher really never had time to do one on one with each of us to learn how to read music, so I never did. There's trees here. This area is more bushy. There's this one burnt guy. And we can assume these are trees over here. That would be actually lower. Okay. I gotta make this smaller since it is the background. Alright, what to talk about? Some people, when they're doing comics, say they hate backgrounds. I'm like, what are you talking about? Backgrounds are the most fun because there's you don't have to follow a specific design for it. At least I don't. Place if you want to have the most liberating but also kind of frustrating background settings for a comic, just put them in a forest or out in nature because there are no straight lines in nature. Well, typically there are no straight lines in nature. And a tree's a tree. Who's gonna like bud you? Oh, well, a tree. Unless you like this tree has a very specific feature. Like, oh, in one shot it was a pine tree, and then the next shot it's just the tree's not even there anymore. That's when you gotta be a little more mindful if you're like gonna revisit a setting. But if you're just like passing through a woods is a woods. Like, the average reader isn't gonna actually those are Douglas spruces and are not native to the area in northern in whatever other forest. Like the average comic reader isn't gonna be like the actually, because if you're gonna be an actually fan for reading comics, you're gonna just stop, man. Comics are not for the actually people. Now, it is nice when a comic or manga artist actually does research about the local forest and if it actually is in a real life forest. Like if you're gonna have a setting that's set in like a national park, let's just say Yosemite National Park, it is cool if someone draws or references photos that are actually from Yosemite National Park. Like I was looking at pictures of the Rainier National Park, which is in my state. Like if you're gonna have a setting based on an actual mountain, try to like reference said mountain. You know, just for funsies. That is good enough. Then we have that right over there. Hold up. Excuse me, let me find that one page. Okay, hill, river, dip, and then they. Okay. And then this area. Since they're a little lower, I'm gonna make that stretch a bit more. And then the rest is sky. Okay. That is all I needed. Quick reference. And then, hey, you want to see something cool? Boom. Redrawing the same background 3 times is completely unnecessary. Especially when you've got shit to do. Places to be. You can copy paste the same background, especially if it's at the same angle at the same time, just to show someone zooming by in an action sequence. Because comics are meant to be fun. Say it with me. Comics are for fun. So don't kill yourself trying to make them. Please do not. Now they're technically not going to be in focus, but I'm going to add them on a different layer because they are going to be more actiony. The thing that's fun with drawing trees is that trees, like Bob Ross has said, they have so much character. And just so unique with all their textures. So I can draw a line with no correction and it be all lumpy bumpy and it look like a tree. Yeah. I'm the Lorax, I speak for the trees. We look however we damn well please. I could have said that a little smoother, but a linguist I am not. A linguist I am not. Bitch, you thought. Okay, he runs along. Okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. Canonical bush. Another canonical bush. A big rock. Because no forest is complete without a random rock. Another bush. Covering up half my rock work. Grass, bushes, dirt path, and a cat with the zoomies. Another thing that's really fun about manga and comics is that if it's a dramatic shot or whatnot, or a close up, you don't have to draw a background every time. You can just put them in a colorless, in a void, but just give it some color or a gradient, or just give it. Just, you don't have to draw intricate backgrounds, but give the background a personality. Even if it's realistic, we can have like this realistic in air quotes shot here where it's gonna be rendered and colored how I normally would color just an illustrated background. But then for this shot, when they zoom by, it's gonna have like action lines. The colors are gonna change. It's gonna have a bit of a motion blur, especially here, when because it's just them zooming by and having fun. So long as you can still tell who the characters are. See, because when I come in later and add the color on top of the background, yes, all that work's gonna be covered up, but you already saw it up here. So, no need to cry. Why you cry? It's only game. Why you have to be mad? I don't know who that dude is, but I hope he's doing well because that's good advice right there. It would. Now, I will admit I have raged on a few games here or there. But this only game. Why you have to be mad? Now this is definitely gonna be. He's just a line at this point. Okay, sorry. I just thought I smelled nail polish or something. So, hold up. It looks weird now, but when I color it, it will make more sense. That's a good distance. Or good distance. Wow. That's good progress. Not that button. The save button, not the save as. Same with this. The save button. And how much time? Okay, I got another 20 minutes before I hit my typical cutoff. So let's actually try. Here's where I don't sketch on stream. Let's actually try sketching. Does the Warriors World have the term slowpoke? Sometimes I do this thing where if I don't know exactly how I'm going to lay out the next bit, I just try and draw in where the last panel will be. Because that's like kind of. Since I'm doing a one page a week thing, the last panel kind of has to be satisfying, but also leading into the next page, but also not like too open ended to where people just feel dropped off, but not conclusive to the point where it just it feels blocky for the next page. I do want to have some banter in here. I'm not sure. Here's the thing. I'm at the point in the comic where I kind of had a bit of a dip where everything else was fully scripted, and then I get to like this moment in the comic where I actually don't know what's gonna happen. You know what? I'll script it later and work on the rest of the stuff. But then I didn't. See, I caught up with the pages and now nothing is scripted, but I didn't take care of that during my last hiatus because I was working on a different project, taking a break from comics completely. So, yeah, I'm kind of improvising. Like, if I had a full script, I wouldn't be this stuck. But at the same time, it is more liberating because then I get to just improvise and make some jokes. and work in some characters. I did that last page. Although I do want it pointing down and feeling fast paced without doing this the whole time. I don't know what the whole banter is, but I do know here, like somewhere, this Splash Paw, this character says, "I could never outrun you." Says, "I could never outrun you, but I could outsmart you. I could always outsmart you," or something like that. I can never outrun you, but I could always outsmart you. And I'm not sure if I want to end with "I could never outrun you" and then the next page begin with "but I could always outsmart you." So like give it a nice break and like a continual in thing, but at the same time I don't know, because I post the page and then a whole week goes by before posting the next one. So I really don't want to cut off in the middle of a sentence. However, despite doing that in the last few pages, because I was working on them straight, I worked on those 5 pages in a row. I just went boom, 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 worked on them straight through, and it was a continual story. But I'm sitting here like, gah, I really want to post these next few pages because they're like, you kind of have to read it one after another instead of just like a page a week. But I'm only doing the page a week thing so I can have consistent posting and not have like long gaps of time and worry about trying to get a page a day like I was doing at first, because I nearly drove myself into creative burnout when I did that. So now doing a page a week, I can work ahead and not worry about, oh, I'm not going to make this week's quota. However, I'm like, oh, I'm really excited for people to see this newest page and really get into it. But it's like, I'm a month ahead of my comic, of like everyone else. So yeah. I mean, I could try and do 2 pages a week, but I'm not that far ahead yet. I mean, hold on. I'm looking at my calendar. I'm currently trying to sketch page 78. If I do a page a week, like let's say Tuesday and Thursday, just so they're not back to back, is 3 pages a week would be ridiculous to keep up with. Especially, okay. I should be working this later, but I'm thinking, if I post 72, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, and if I try to work ahead, because I have up to page 75 done currently. If I stay at least, no, I have to do more. Back to 3 times a day. 3 pages a week might be a bit much. So if I rewrite it, to do 2 pages a week, Tuesday and Thursday, and then stream Wednesday, that would still give me probably enough time. Whoops, don't want to mess my calendar. If I do 73, then 74, 75. And then consistently do that, doom to doom. I might get the comic out faster. Or I'll do that here. Here's what I'm going to do. I might try doing the 2 pages a week in June. So by then I'll have if I work ahead consistently these next 2 weeks, by the time June rolls around and doing the double pages, I won't have to work as hard. Still probably the same amount, but I'll have to double time work ahead, which won't be much of an issue. So, okay. June I might try double pages, but if that doesn't work out, I'll go back to the 1 page a week. But I'm only saying that because I am far ahead and I feel like I'm just kind of sitting here waiting when really all this comic needs to be is just out because it is just practice. So maybe that'll get it out more and that'll force me to actually work on it faster. But I don't want to rush it. See? So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be fun coloring these. Okay, they go for a run, and I know what happens in a later page, but I don't know how, I don't know if I should relish in them running, or should I immediately cut to the next thing? Have 1 page, since I have this page, and then this page. Then if I do the pages in pairs, then I can do the 2 continuals. Okay, I'm liking this. That's kind of what I did last page here. You do notice after doing comics for a while, you do have a default page layout. My used to be default is 2 panels and then maybe 1 full length. My setup used to be panel, square, 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 and then maybe a full here, or square, square, full, and then 2 more squares. But I have been trying to get a little more creative with the shapes and how they overlap and interact with each other. But at the same time, whoa, is it 3 o'clock already? You know what? This seems like an okay place to stop. It says I've only been streaming, yeah, for an hour and 40 minutes, but I started at. I did start later. Yeah, I did start later. Anyway, so, okay. Actually, now with this revelation and future plan, I'm probably going to continue working on this, but since it's going to be more sketching, I'm going to need my full concentration, and probably I can't talk and concentrate at the same time, and I want these streams to be entertaining. Also, I have something I need to go do real quick. It is 3 o'clock, and I did say I was going to do dinner. So, I'm going to end the stream here. I will continue working ahead, because with this double page June plan, I think I'm going to have to pull some shifts. So, thank you all so much for watching, live or otherwise. I love y'all. We lined this page. We lined this page, which I know doesn't look that much, but trust me, I have an idea. And we sort of sketched this page. I know the stream said we were going to be sketching, but actually, when I say sketching for a live stream, what I really mean is line art, because it might as well be re-sketching. Because I can't sketch and talk or think at the same time. I am not that talented. So, I don't know when I'm going to be streaming again. I hope to at least stream on Wednesdays, definitely. I'm going to force myself to stream every Wednesday, no matter what. And maybe stream Thursdays or Fridays. Like every other Thursday and Friday I stream, or maybe I thought about doing a late night stream on Sundays or Tuesdays. Maybe not Sundays, because that's more my scheduling time, but we'll see. But with this new schedule idea, I might think of other things. So, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you definitely next Wednesday. If you want to check out this comic that I'm working on, my DeviantArt and toy houses are linked in the description. Now, I do post a new page every Wednesday on DeviantArt. Your likes, comments, and feedback are always appreciated, even if it's just saying nice or cool. I don't care what you say. The fact that you took time out of your day to say it and sit and watch means much to me. So, yes. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next Wednesday. Definitely. Bye.